You doing spooky voices tonight? A ghost will follow you home.
That's fair.
Fair, fair.
All right.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I had this mic muted so that it wouldn't be heard while I was away, and now I unmuted it. So hello, welcome back. It wouldn't be a tabletop roll stream without Will messing something up.
Oh.
Uh, but
I mean,
back to what
staying
we
on
were
brand is
saying.
important.
True. Back to what we are saying. What was I saying? Oh yes, we've been sticking to our RPG shows only. We're going to continue to do that, mainly because I enjoy having like a really nice nap every now and then and having a night off. Number two. Number two being our other shows like the League of Amazing Adventurers on Wednesday, the Calling Chronicle on Friday, and we might continue like doing a Saturday show, but that'll just be like as things come up we want to talk about. I know that I want to talk about that Guns and Gears book because it's been fun to read through. I might convince Matt and I might convince McKenna to jump in on that, but we'll see what happens there.
There's always the moon, Will.
There's always the moon. And then, yeah, those are all of our shows right now. And of course, we have the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path every Monday night, come rain or shine. And it's actually raining in LA, so you know.
It is raining in LA.
It's
It
kind of
works out.
nice.
But yeah, that is all of the announcements. Matt, why don't you introduce the game and introduce our cast?
Why, thank you, Will. We are here again to play the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Part 1, Kindled Magic. We are continuing the interesting adventures of our band of initiates at the magic school, the Magambia, in the Mawagi Expanse. They've taken on various tasks for the school. They've managed to survive their own initiation ceremony, which was hijacked by an annoying little gremlin that proceeded to stab people.
He stabbed us real good.
A few of the characters took some downtime after the ceremonies. Spent about a month or two, trying to remember now how exactly. Essentially, learning more and becoming ingrained within their branch of the school. And I believe we had Igora, we had Ophelia, and we had Avi. And this week, before we get into what things ended with the other news, we're going to do PJs. But speaking of which, PJ, why don't you introduce yourself and who you're playing tonight?
Hi everyone. So sorry I couldn't be here last week. I'm happy to be here today. My name is PJ McGough from Nat20 Productions. You can find us on Twitch.tv/Nat20 Productions official. And I'm playing Benji the Pisenji, who's a Shuni Magus who really believes in stage magic. And I'm looking forward to being a heckin' good boy and seeing what I can get into this time.
The best boy.
Oh, shucks.
And speaking of best boys and Benji and things that resemble Benji tonight, Zoe, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Benji. I'm the best boy ever. Look at me go. Woof woof.
That is identity
No,
theft.
it's I can't tell the difference.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No, I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose on the interwebs. And I'm a cosplayer, singer, and actress. So I have been cosplaying the different characters every week. So it's been really fun. McKenna has made this beautiful, beautiful art for all these characters. Check it out on TikTok. She's done the little videos. Give her some likes and follows. But I play Ophelia normally, who's a pastel pink witch girl who wants to be a pop idol. Yeah.
There you go. And speaking of our lovely art, McKenna, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm playing Avi, a little bat folk fae friend. Coming to learn some spells and discover some secrets.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's her whole deal. And if you wanted to check out aforementioned art, I am McKenna Ray Art on the interwebs.
Knowledge is power. Guard it well. And finally, of our players here tonight, we have our dear host, Will.
Your ghost host. But not quite a ghost host, because I don't think we get that ancestry until the upcoming Book of the Dead, which I'm very excited for.
Will's in a Halloweeny mood.
I am in a
I don't know if
Halloweeny
you
mood.
noticed.
My home is filled with Halloween decorations. I have a special Halloween gamma.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Halloween.
Oh boy.
But more importantly, hi there, I'm Will. I'll be playing Igora, everyone's favorite cult. I mean, Bones or No Bones TikToker. I mean, wizard who wants to protect people.
Will's had his sugar tonight.
I've had very little sugar tonight. I will say that the jet lag of going back from LA to Manitoba has hit me hard, and I was up at the equivalent of 5 a.m. this morning. So, oh boy.
I apologize for texting you. And I am Matt, or Urbanov, on various places on the internet, and I'm here to wrangle this menagerie of adventurers. And with that, I think I'm finally remembering that we do this again. Will, why don't you roll that intro?
Yeah.
I will roll that intro.
And then water.
Hello, I'm still learning the timing for this intro. But we're back.
Where we
working on
once
it.
belonged.
Yes.
Now, to leap right into things so we can move on to where we left things off last week, Benji.
Mhm.
After the nuttiness and near-death experience that was the initiation ceremony, things calmed down considerably. And essentially, we kind of passed through 2 months of just going to school and doing stuff. And during that time, we are basically going to do 2 checks for you. We did this for everyone else last week, where you are going to choose either we're choosing your major essentially and your minor. You're the branch of the school that you're most focused on and the one that you are sort of interested in but aren't fully committing yet as much as the other one. And you'll have a chance to either do 2 study sessions for one of them or 1 study session for both of them. And if you succeed, you will level up your branch and gain a benefit.
Okay, cool.
And it should be noted, and this happened I think twice last week, if you manage to get a critical success and you get to actually more levels in your branch than your current character level, those will actually be stored for later. So essentially if you get an extra one and you level up to level 3, you automatically get the benefit without even having to roll because you already rolled a success.
Nice.
So what is Benji's primary branch? Where is he spending his time in his studies?
I think his primary stance is going to be the Uzanjati. I think he really likes the idea of growth of the community by storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Learning
Okay.
stories and telling them, yeah.
All right. Well, they specifically, the associated skills in my little chart here is crafting and lore, which is unsurprising considering they like stories. So basically, what you're going to be doing if you want to level up that particular branch is you're either going to be spending time working with the other students to do some crafting on things around the campus, possibly stage stuff, some props, some sets. talking with your fellow stage crew and learning some stories and learning some craft, or you're going to be joining them in one of their very kind of very cozy rooms, but it's just a lot of cushions and some nice warm drinks or some cool drinks if you prefer, and just telling stories and how magic has affected your life in these stories. So basically, I'm asking for a skill check in either crafting or a lore you have, and if you want to kind of indulge and explain how you do these things, that would be great.
Well, this is a great heads up because I am definitely going to take proficiency in crafting later because I'm not good at it. But I will take lore, and I will take lore. I guess the only lore I have currently, which is the jungle.
That's fine.
But I don't.
Jungle's a magical place.
Welcome to the
Very
jungle.
true.
We got
There's-
fun and games.
We do. So I'm gonna make that jungle lore roll. Let's see what it comes out to. 18.
No, I believe we established last week that a 15 was a success.
Perfect.
All right, yeah. So you gain a success. Your level in the you say it better than I do. Unjatai goes up by 1, and you gain the benefit of additional lore. At first level in a branch, you learn more of the Magambia's deep well of lore associated with your branch. You gain the additional lore feat in a lore skill associated with the branch. And the lore skill associated with that branch is any lore, it says.
Oh, the
So
power.
You can just pick any sort of lore you want, and you'll be now proficient in that. You can come back to that if you'd like.
Yeah.
There's so many.
There's a lot of options.
Can I? No, I was gonna say clown lore, but that's an inside joke for a completely different group of people. I'm not gonna do clown lore. Yeah, we'll get back to that.
What? Bimbo hunkers?
Imbo huggers.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, clown lore may not be the mainstream choice, but it would be a choice.
Now, that just covers the first month of.
Ooh.
So for the second month, you can choose to spend more time with your primary, or you can spend a little time with your secondary if you'd like. Admittedly, you do have to level up each independently. So even if you get a success, you only reach level 1 with your secondary.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember what the secondary was going to be. I want to say the secondary was going to be the oh gosh, there was another one that really struck out as stood out
Was
to
it
me.
the community service kind of ones?
I want to say, yeah, was that the rainbow?
So here I have the thing pulled up.
Oh,
We
thank you.
got,
I appreciate that.
Cascade bearers, which are very kind of like academic imagination focused. You have the Emerald Boughs, which might be the one you're thinking of, that emphasize camaraderie, a sense of community,
Yeah.
and also interact with those outside of the Magambia to spread the Academy's message. You have the Rain Scribes, which value adaptability through their deeds, as well as a willingness to admit errors and past mistakes. You have the Tempest Sun, which inspire courage and standing up for their friends, and also intellectual courage to consider opposing viewpoints. And then the Uzunjati, which you have already joined. I guess potentially you could minor in the same ball? I don't know why you
Don't
would.
think that works. Plus, remember, you can just say, I'm going to minor in this one, and then never do anything with it.
That's fair.
That is an option.
Uh,
Take that, intro course to Psych that never goes anywhere.
yeah, I can kind of see the Gryffindor side of me going to like the Tempest Sun.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of thinking, yeah, because it feels good, right? But I'm also thinking maybe
You do look like a long bottom.
I do squats, so what can I say?
Touche.
I mean, with the way the actor that played Neville aged up, I think that's a compliment.
Yeah, dude got a glow up, but that's a different
Yeah.
story. I think I'll take the Cascade was the knowledge one. right?
They esteem imagination from the dreams of the most visionary magical theorists to the innovations of kratom problem solvers of all stripes.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the one because if I'm gonna be really good at stage magic, I gotta get creative.
Yes, especially in a school where people are like, "Oh, you want to produce flame?" You're like, "No, that's you're missing the point."
No, you're supposed to produce flame, but it's fake flame.
It's an illusion.
Oh, so you mean illusion magic?
No, well, no. Yes and no. Magic is magic. Yeah, I'll take that group. What do I need to roll for them?
So sorry, that was the Cascade Bearers. Cascade Bearers are Arcana, Occultism, and Religion.
Cascade Bears. Okay. Well, the good thing is I have a pretty rockin' Arcana, so I'm gonna roll me some Arcana for them.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Ooh, a
dirty
20.
20.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, so that's a success. So you also gain, I guess, another additional lore.
Awesome.
Your breadth of knowledge is just, you're learning so much at school.
Dear Grandpa Bonobi, I'm learning a lot. I learned about 2 lores that I will get back to you on later about.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. We're supposed to also give you the opportunity to maybe,
Like a buddy.
Hang out.
yeah. Then again, neither. Well, yeah, you could have maybe studied with a buddy, but you seem to do just fine on your own.
Okay.
Well, I'll remember that for next time. So we'll just skip then ahead to the adventure at hand. Then, you happen to bump into the rest of your group of friends here when a note is sent to you guys from one of the teachers at the school who seems to want your assistance with something. Can everyone give me a quick society check or society or diplomacy? You don't recognize the name of this particular professor when the letter comes. Yeah, okay.
7.
So
Oh, 28.
you guys
22.
do. Yeah, this is.
That's yours.
You guys more than get what you need from just talking to your other students. So the particular professor who has asked for you goes by the name of Korede Ulawa. And she's popular among many students for her laid-back style and love of the macabre. She's a rain scribe with a primary focus on magical ecology.
Oh, cool.
Her favorite research areas are parts of nature that many people find repulsive: fungi, decay, and insects.
I mean, what can you say? The field really grows on you.
Yeah.
Can I get that
Get
name
out.
one more time, Matt?
Corriday, which is, you know what, I'm just going to throw it into Roll20 chat.
Bless your heart.
Can you see all that?
Ulawa. Ulawa.
Koride Ulawa.
Okay, good, you
I-
can see that.
I guess Koride Ulawa is who I should have gone to when I had the purple pox.
Possibly.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Her open and honest fascination with repellent subjects is oddly charming and often contagious. She's the Magambia's most skilled entomologist in generations. Corriday's many flaws also endear her to her students. She frequently neglects her commitments, failing to show up for classes or forgetting to follow up on homework she assigns. She has a reckless disregard for rules, especially rules that promote safety, and she casually dismisses them as impediments in education. She's shameless about giving the best opportunities and materials to her favorite students, overlooking their mistakes with obvious indulgence. In short, she's an irresponsible teacher, but with her popularity and the fact that she has yet to cause any real harm yet, her position at the Magambia remains secure.
I love her.
You guys hear specifically from your fellow Spire dormitory dorm mates, Ankarut, Cesare, and Hebram all like her teaching style. Ankarut is in fact one of Corday's favorites, despite being exceedingly uncomfortable with that honor.
Oh.
Essie cannot stand Corriday and wonders aloud why everyone doesn't agree that she's an awful teacher and a terrible person. Ignacy and Mariama do their best to avoid her, keeping their heads down in her classes.
Very Victorian.
Everyone else doesn't really seem to have an opinion. For her part, it seems like Corriday loves having new initiates and students around because new tools.
At least they're honest.
What
All
a
right.
menace! I love her.
So you guys are easily directed to her office in the Heron Archives. These are one of the oldest buildings on campus, one of the 10 that was first built in the days of Old Mage Jatembe himself.
Nice.
Yeah, each of these buildings is named for one of the 10 magic warriors. In this case, Black Heron.
It must needs be reminded that Avi Avi is carrying a jar with a horrendous red centipede in it, who is just violently trying to get out. It is
hey,
not
Avi,
happy about its current.
Do you want me to hold on to that?
Oh, no, thank you. It's not a snack.
No, I know. It's just, it looks like if that thing popped out of the jar, it would, And I don't.
It's not that big. I got it.
Okay.
I'm not.
No, it
I'm-
would probably try and murder you.
Well, yeah. It's fine. It's in a jar. I jarred it real good.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that. Nope.
Do you guys want to go to her office and take the bug with you?
Yes, please.
Okay. You head to the Heron Archives, and you encounter block text.
Ooh.
Heavy curtains cover the windows in Teacher Uluwa's large office, with several oil lamps emitting a low light. A dizzying variety of glass encasements featuring insects and reptiles, and a large cage hanging in a corner holds a small and surly vulture. Bookshelves are stuffed with papers, scrolls, and tomes in orderly piles. Shadow boxes on the walls hold dead insects pinned open to display their inner anatomy. She kind of looks up from a scroll as you walk in. You might have heard I'm the insect expert here. She tucks a bit of her headscarf back in place. That means when the school has bug problems, they like to make it my problem. And since the group of you are still in your prerequisite period, I'm making it your problem.
It's already kind of my problem. I have one. It's not an insect. I think it has too many legs for that. But it's this thing.
Oh, I think you'll find insects are some of the most many-legged creatures on the world. And she just kind of points to a shelf off to the side, and you turn and look, and there are like 6 jars with those centipedes identical in there, and they all look equally as nasty. One of the jars actually seems to have the remains of several centipedes and one very angry centipede still in there.
God. Cannibal centipedes.
Something, more likely several unrelated and coincidental things, have been disturbing insects around the Magambia, enough to threaten the ecological balance if left unchecked. Ankarut and a few others have told me that something seems to be agitating them. She glances kind of dryly at the snarling and snapping centipedes. She does seem to actually kind of look a little concerned as her eyes kind of pass over all these jars. She takes out a scroll from inside her robes and hands it to whoever of you is closest without even really looking you in the eye. Go to the places on this list. Take note of any strange activity and collect insect samples from me. You can put that one on the shelf, by the way. Take immense care in collecting samples. Further disruption could cause the very problems I prefer to avoid. Oh, and do remember to wash thoroughly before returning with my samples. And she just goes back to her scroll and kind of dismisses you.
Okay.
I'm glad Shai is not here.
Oh man.
It'll be great when she comes back, but this, I imagine this, she'd like knock over jars or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, probably would not endear us to the teacher very much.
We love you, Shai, but yeah. So you guys have a list of locations to check out. You can approach them in any order you wish.
What is the list?
Yes,
Can
what
we
is our
perhaps see it
list?
in Roll20?
I can just tell you, the Leshy Gardens, which you can find on the school map, the canal near the speaker stage, which you guys were near before, and the dining hall's kitchen.
Oh.
Oh, one moment. She hands you another piece, a little smaller piece of paper, then goes back to her work. And it just says on it, talk to Ankarut about centipedes.
Oh, will do.
I'm marking them with red dots on the map.
So you guys
Alright.
can approach any of these objectives in any order you wish.
Oh,
Let's just go to the closest.
yeah, I like that. And we'll catch up with Anchor Root whenever we catch up with Anchor Root.
Well, maybe if we ask her first, she might have helpful information.
Well, that's fair.
You're right. I suppose we should go find her first.
Well, she's probably hanging out in her room. She doesn't like to leave it.
Well, sometimes she goes and does other things. You ran into her at the chick hatchery, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we do go back to our rooms and talk to her, there's a red dot not too far. So
That's
if she's not there, we can just scoot over and just go right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
I apologize if you can hear the train sounds.
Oh,
Do you guys want to head back to the dormitory and look for Ankarut?
yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
You make it back to the dormitory and you actually run into her fairly quickly. She is essentially doing what she was doing when you guys first met her on the first day. She is kind of leading her chicken familiar through the halls, and they seem to be hunting errant insects.
I send Agate to go help hunt insects.
And that actually does make Ankarut smile a little bit.
It's just this little kid like
Um,
you know how kittens try to catch bugs. And
Oh,
it's
my
so stinking
Oh.
cute.
My cat eats them.
Yeah, so does mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole group of you. What are you guys up to today?
We actually came to talk to you at the behest of
Glory
teacher
Day.
Ulua. We're talking about the red centipedes that have been kind of all over. We're trying to collect some samples of those.
Oh, yeah. Don't go spreading this around. I've been trying not to alarm people, but they've been getting into the walls of the dormitory. Thankfully, not as
Oh.
big as those ones, but I found centipedes in the walls here.
Oh.
Delicious.
So, when you get home tonight, maybe check your beds. And she quickly scampers off in the direction of her room, and you're kind of left wondering, oh, that was a weird way to end a conversation. Then she runs right back out, and she brings out a little clay pot, and she hands it to you guys. I worked with Shazaria a little bit, and we managed to make some centipede anti-venom.
Oh, good.
Oh,
So
Jade.
helpful.
Right.
I used to have more, but I already fed it to, and she looks over at her chicken. They're helping me hunt, so I wanted to make sure he was protected. He's become quite fearsome at hunting down the centipedes. And give him a little hat, maybe.
So should you take the antivenom before or after?
I mean, probably before, if you feel like you're going to run in. There should be enough in that pot for at least one dose for, can it count you, for your whole group. But that'll be it.
That's fair.
So,
Well,
Thank you.
yeah. So if you need anything more, I'm not sure much else I can tell you, but I'm gonna be here hunting for these little critters in here for a little while longer. On the plus side, it lets my chicken get well fed. He seems to like the crunch.
if any of y'all need any, if any of y'all want me to check your room for centipedes tonight, I got you.
Yeah, stick your chicken on them.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I need to get them fed. They're getting bigger every day.
I can sniff it out with my nose. I can smell. I bet you I could smell one a mile away.
And you said it was an anti-plague, Matt?
No, specifically, it is a centipede anti-venom.
Anti-venom.
It's a unique thing.
Does it last a similar amount as the anti-plague?
Upon drinking a moderate antidote, you gain a +3 item bonus to fortitude saves against poison for 6 hours.
6 hours, okay. So
you guys could take it now if you were really concerned.
Yeah, if the three of you wanted to take it and save a dose for emergencies, you could do that. Back home they used to stick us with poisons all the time to help us build up resistance in case we ever got captured.
If anyone wants, you guys could give me a nature check to kind of just assess this stuff.
Or
Of course.
It's guidance.
Oh, look at that. 220.
oh man.
You guys basically you just know that it's a one action thing to use it, and this particular item probably could go for about like 35 gold.
Oof.
All right,
Not
let's go
bad.
sell it.
No, but just to give you an idea of, it's valuable stuff. That Anchorroot and Shazaria do good work.
They make good stuff.
Mhm.
I want to ask Ankaru, what is her name? And I pointed the chicken, or their name. I don't know.
Oh, feathers.
Feathers. That's so
Feathers.
sweet.
Oh, I love feathers.
Well, this is Agate. She's my familiar. I don't know if Feathers is your familiar or if they're, like a companion. But if you ever want them to have like a play date, it might be nice for Agate to get more social with some of the other familiars. I haven't seen a lot of familiars around campus, actually.
I suppose a play date could be arranged. They seem to get along well with some of the other critters at the hatchery.
Yeah. Agate was actually the one who kept the chick swarm on our
Oh, yes, I
back.
heard about that. That was very nice.
Yeah. But yeah, whenever, no rush.
Yeah,
thank you.
I do have to get back to my centipede hunt.
Us too. Thanks for the anti-venom.
Thanks for saying hi. And she skitters off.
Yes. Every time I believe Anchor Brute in a good mood, it's a win. It's a victory.
There are numerous things in the adventure path on how you can send her into a sobbing wreck to her room for like a whole day. Yeah.
And that's my greatest fear in this campaign is not character death. It's making Anchor cry.
We must protect Anchorroot.
I
That
love
is-
her and I love Feathers.
That is
But
for
she
sure the
didn't-
next meme. Like, it's not a Bones Day. Is it an Anchor Day or is it a sad Anchor Day?
It's funny you should mention Anchorroot and Bones.
Oh.
Oh.
That's all I'll say for now.
She does-
Oh, so you're just not gonna? Okay, you know what?
No, we've
I'm
gone,
not biting.
we-
I'm
You
not
guys have to
biting.
get to know her more.
We've gone
I-
through this. Remember, she collects bones.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's one of her things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I see your game, you old ruse. Your old rogue. You
You old
ruse.
rogue.
Little
Yeah,
do
she's
you
a
know,
murderer.
Anchorroot, surprise necromancer. Ba-ba-ba-da.
Yeah. No one suspects the cute, innocent, like emotionally unstable child to be the raiser of undead armies and the slayer of heroes.
You know,
You know,
it's hard to
everyone
raise
gets-
a family, especially when they're not buried next to each other.
Yeah.
Stole my joke.
Oh.
That
Anyway,
chicken is not actually alive.
bug problems.
Yes.
All right. Well, then let's.
Nearest red dot.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's go do
To
some
the garden?
ointment and hit that red dot.
Yes.
All right.
Smack.
Over the Leshy Garden wall.
So you guys head to the Leshy Gardens, a overgrown section of the campus, and it is the domain of several Leshies, who are pretty uncommon. You guys actually haven't seen many of them at all around the campus, but the moment you kind of step under the tree cover of this area, your eyes just kind of grow used to the area. You see a number of them kind of just walking about, doing their business, working on stuff. One of them kind of approaches you, and it appears to be a female elf approaches you. She introduces herself as Thema. She is one of the groundskeepers along with Crawl. She introduces herself and says that she spends a lot of time here looking after things, mostly because the Leshies tend to be a little mischievous, and so she likes to keep them within their little area where they are safe and aren't going to cause much trouble. So the whole place is just a tangle of trees, shrubs, and vines amid carefully cultivated green space, such as sparring fields and picnic spots. If you guys want, you can give a diplomacy check just to ask her some more details about the place.
Sure.
Sure.
I'll do a little diplomacy.
Oh boy.
Not very diplomatic.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
Igora comes in with his just very open personality.
Cult knowledge.
Yep.
Um,
Hey, look, if you're gonna have a cult, you got to be charismatic, or no one's
That's
joining that
the
cult.
thing.
you learn basically that people often come to the Leshies for assistance with assignments and stuff, especially when they are regarding unique plant-based assignments. There's a lot of small twisting paths that lead into the Leshy Gardens, and for most part, the Leshies seem pretty friendly. Most of them seem to be leaf Leshies, but there are here and there a few gourd Leshies and a few flytrap Leshies. You do note one thing, that a lot of the Leshies seem to be engaged with a very interesting task. They all seem to have these large, almost like armor plates of wood that they are busying working on.
Hey, y'all, putting together little defenses for that centipede problem?
Oh no! This is for the Starday tournament.
What now?
The Starday tournament. We're making plate armor.
What's the Starday tournament?
Oh, you'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
I look over at everyone. If there is like a team fighting tournament to you all, I would very much like for us to do that together.
You do hear a bit of a ruckus a little farther away, and you see a couple Leshies shaking their fists as some small dark shapes dart up the trunk of a tree into the cover of the leaves.
Well, I think that's our call, everyone, shall we?
Wait, do we have anything to catch him in? Did we receive any instructions from Miss Frizzle? Teacher Lua?
The groundskeeper, the elven groundskeeper Them is like, "Oh, are you here to deal with the insect problem?"
Yeah, that's us.
Yes, we have been. The poor Leshies, they've been working so hard on the wooden armor for the tournament, but she kind of gestures just absentmindedly at the trees. We have this beetle problem. These wood beetles, much more bolder than they usually are, coming down, and whenever someone isn't looking, they start gnawing away at the plates.
Delicious.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's very irritating, and it's upsetting a lot of the Leshies. So, she goes off and grabs something from a little bundle she has off to the side. She hands you a series of like small, not very finely made like baskets. Like these have been treated so the bugs won't be able to chew through them as easily. So if you want to try your hand at catching some of these beetles and getting them out of there, it would be greatly appreciated.
So they like wood specifically? Do they have a kind they like the best?
I mean, they seem to like the wood that the Leshies are using to make their armor.
Okay. I have a plan, you guys.
Oh, what is it?
We asked the Leshies to put all of the stuff that they're working on in one little area, and then we all hide. And when the bugs start coming out, I have my unseen friend come out and grab them and put them in the baskets.
Oh, that'll
That
work.
could work, especially if they can't see your friend.
Well, I mean, how big are these beetles? Are they like paw sized, full paw sized, double paw sized? How big are they?
The beetles aren't very big, but they just seem like they are real go-getter beetles. If you turn your back on them, they apparently start just chewing lines into the armor.
But don't we need samples of the centipedes from here?
Well, you guys have been asked, the Leshies specifically asked Corday to help them with this problem. It's just
Gotcha.
insects in general. There's all sorts of different bugs you guys are going to be dealing with.
Gotcha. Okay.
These ones aren't nearly as violent. They're just annoying.
Yeah.
So,
I say we give Ophelia's idea a try.
well, lay it out for me. How's this going to work? What's the order of operations?
Well, we would have to ask the Leshies to take like a minute break just so that we could take care of the bugs for them. We put all of the they're working on plates, you said? Wooden
Yeah.
plates?
Like the wood.
Essentially wooden armor.
Okay, we put all the wooden armor in one like little area all together. And then
Okay.
we all hide. And then when the bugs start coming, then my friend would grab them and put them.
Yeah.
Great. You're here to take care of the bugs?
Yes, we are.
And a little cheer erupts from all the Leshies, and they start running around like Fraggles from Fraggle Rock and putting all the plates in the center of this little clearing. And they're like, time for a juice break! And they run off.
Oh, enjoy your juice.
Are there any cactus Leshies?
You see one.
Ah.
It's even in bloom.
Cute.
Oh,
Aw.
What about mushroom Leshies?
No, I don't think actually mushroom Leshy is an option. I think myconoids are a whole distinct race.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, no,
Like the
they're-
one that nearly, killed one of you
They're-
and
they're-
punched you in the face.
They are a subclass of Leshy. You can be one if
Okay.
you have the Lost Omens. One of the Lost Omens guides has it.
oh, yeah, it's my book.
I'm still gonna make a pumpkin Leshy one day.
Oh, that's
so cute.
Jack o' lantern.
I love
He might
it.
be a pumpkin Leshy tiefling, so he gets that little bit of danger.
Spooky.
We did a what was it? A character build of a pumpkin Leshy Damphir or a pumpkin Leshy Duskwalker, who was this like creepy undead pumpkin barbarian who would just like break out of the. It's like don't mess with my pumpkins. It was a whole dumb thing. I loved it.
The only gourd
The
Leshy
Great
I have-
Pumpkin.
The only gourd Leshy I've ever made is a bard named the Punkin.
The pumpkin. Oh,
Yeah, I can see you doing that well.
It's great.
So yeah, your little plan seems to work well, and as you guys kind of stand back and look at the pile of wooden plate mail, nothing happens for a moment, and then shapes start scurrying down from various trees and from a couple little holes in the ground, and you see some just not terribly large, but bigger than an ant. Black beetles. They just kind of start going to town on the plates.
Let's get him.
Ophelia.
All right. I
And
need you to go get them.
and you manage to it literally says finding and collecting a few beetles is actually easy.
Oh.
So you guys collect the beetles without too much trouble. They are still in the baskets that are around the plate, so you'll have to go and collect those.
Okay.
Easy enough.
Who's going to collect the baskets and carry them?
I can probably carry a basket.
We can just have Gamma do it.
Oh, that's
Well,
true.
We have a pack toad.
Avi, as you go to collect the baskets, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh no!
One of the beetles leaps into your face and just like, no.
Yeah, this is why we're letting Gamma grab these, Avi.
Can Gamma give me a perception check?
Sure thing.
I'm not going anywhere near those.
Perceive.
Excuse me, I have no idea why I'm yawning so much. I had 2 cups of
Oh my
coffee.
You guys are not doing well in the shade. The tree cover here is really messing you up. All right, well, you guys have accomplished one of your 3 bug objectives.
We did it!
Yay! Look, it wasn't pretty, but we got it done.
And now it's
I'm
the
so
beetles
nervous
moving around
about-
inside the baskets sounds like just a continual rain stick.
Oh, interesting.
Can I make a nature check on that? Because I think we might have gotten a snake. No, it's
I mean,
good. It's all bugs.
There's a snake in my.
You can give me a nature check if you'd like.
There's a
Okay.
snake in my bugs.
I'm. There's a snake in my bugs. It's just. It's okay. Now this isn't correct because my nature's supposed to be a 5. So add a 4 to whatever this is supposed to be. So it's a 12. 12. Yeah.
You're pretty sure you didn't get a snake.
Okay. Okay.
It's just
I'm.
a lot of hard-shelled beetles moving over each other rapidly.
Look, it's just we had 2 critical fails, and I'm
Yeah.
paranoid, so I just wanted to double check.
All right, so yeah, so you guys have the whatever's going on near the canals near the speaker stage, or whatever's happened at the dining hall.
Shall we protect the food supply?
Yeah, probably. I think
So,
that's in the
Plus,
direction we need to go.
it would really be nice to say hi to Lumise Yao.
Yeah.
That's true. But should we drop these off, or I guess we can carry them? I just don't want to risk.
Yeah, Gama's
Letting
got
them go.
All right. All
I
right.
mean, we could put
that's
them in
fine.
one of Gama's stomachs.
I think that maybe would not work.
Does Gamma eat? Like he has a stomach. Does that mean he eat the bugs?
Well, he has multiple stomachs. Frogs can regurgitate. Like I can regurgitate things if I eat them.
No.
I had a friend do it once with hand binders. They caught a like really hard to catch person with it. It was very cool.
Icky.
I think maybe we'll just have to carry it with us to the site, and then we'll do the thing, and then we'll just take them all, gone. You know?
Icky.
Yeah. All right. So, let's go to the next one near the. Looking at the map here. Next
Dining
one.
hall.
But yeah, dining hall.
Yeah, this
Okay.
nice DH.
Yeah, I was like, what's DH?
H.
What?
H.
Dining hall. Total sense.
You guys reach the dining hall, and before you even arrive, you do notice a small kind of crowd outside, and there seems to be a sign that has been hastily knocked into the earth that the dining hall is closed. And it's the middle of the day, so this is a little unusual.
And to be fair, bugs are a health code violation.
Lumise Yao, the very friendly, very outgoing chef lady, is outside, and she's trying to explain to people that they can't enter and everything. She has a big basket of mangoes, and is like a way of saying sorry. She keeps handing everyone a mango.
It just kind of like
Avi,
wave as
Avi.
we're walking up to them.
I would like a mango, please.
Um,
Task forgotten. Must acquire mango.
She notices like the baskets you guys are carrying and everything, and she's like, "Oh, have you responded to my request to teach a Corday?"
We're
Yes,
here to
that
help,
too.
Miss
Oh.
Yao.
She kind of motions to you guys to come to the side. I can tell you then, even though I don't want this to get out amongst the other students, we've been seeing a lot of mites recently. Many more than usual, and usually is none at all, because I keep my kitchen clean. We make sure there's not food lying around for bugs to be attracted to. Just a short time ago, I received a large basket of fresh cassava. When I opened it, there were so many mites on it that I just dropped the basket out in shock, spilling the cassava and the mites across the floor. I asked my assistant Abena to sweep up the mites while I shoot everyone away. We're trying to get the kitchen cleaned up before we let anyone come inside. I would die if anyone was served food with an insect on it without them specifically requesting that.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I'll let them
So-
do it.
I mean, if you could go head into the kitchen and help Abena, that I would be so appreciated. We do our very best to not have any pest problems. We even use a few minor enchantments.
All right. Well, we'll get right on that. And Igor just starts walking into the building.
Okay, you guys are gonna head into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, then I have a map for you. I just have to load it up.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
woo.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, this promises the potential For initiative.
So it's not a very big map, as you guys can see. So if you guys want to just place yourself in sort of a square formation here by the door, just when you come in, like.
I will drop people's tokens down for them. And then I
There
will
we go.
swap it to the map view.
Nice. 20 seconds to remember how to do that.
So, oh god, nope.
Ophelia.
You're already out, Ophelia.
Yeah.
So
Bugs.
you guys enter the kitchen. It does seem a little disheveled, like there's things knocked over, and two things catch your attention almost immediately. One, the assistant Abede is nowhere to be seen, and two, there seems to be some sort of clicking sound coming from under the counter.
I slip a
Comma.
sachet of root magic to Benji.
And as you guys take this in, there's suddenly a horrible clicking sound, and I'm just gonna move this to
Icky. Oh, gross.
a swarm of centipedes emerges from under the table, and we are going to be rolling initiative.
Well, this is where I wish we had Shy and Burning Hands.
Oh, I got you covered. I got that.
Or an alchemist.
Put my book away for a moment.
It is. There we go.
I just did the dumb will thing.
What's that, Will?
Need to click the right token. There we go.
All right. My initiative is a 19.
Now, it wasn't outright stated, but I'm going to check who took the centipede anti-venom.
I thought.
We all did.
Okay,
yeah, we all
good.
did.
Yeah. I debated not, but I was like, okay, fine. If we're all taking it, I will as well.
Yeah.
There
Ooh,
you
that's
go.
weird.
Alrighty, and descending.
Okay.
I
Well, you
cannot
guys
wait
did
until
well.
I have
So, yeah.
incredible initiative.
Ophelia, you were up first as this just swarm of biting, writhing insects floods out from under the table, and they look hungry.
I hate it. I vomit. No.
That only attracts them more.
Oh no!
Oh.
Why?
Gross. All right. So
They're bugs. What do they care?
I'm gonna. Well, we're gonna keep our bard song up. Duh. And then we're gonna move back here.
Out of curiosity, in the face of this horrific insectoid swarm, what form does your bardic song take?
Weirdly enough, Jitterbug is the first song that comes to mind. Jitterbug.
So,
Everybody starts snapping. Yeah.
just so
Wait.
you know, because I know Pathfinder is a relatively new system to you, the way
Yeah.
swarms work in Pathfinder are very different than any other system. Swarms can
Oh,
move
great.
into our space.
Oh, sick.
So us all
So-
being clumped together makes it really easy for them to bite at us.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to move a little bit more, I'd recommend it.
I'm actually going to move them onto the map layer then. Just so I can move them like under you guys.
Oh, well, you can. Here, wait, Matt, I got you.
I moved them onto the map layer then.
So technically it doesn't matter because it's a swarm. So I can move further away, question mark?
Yes, you can move further. There we go.
Okay.
I put it so that you can move them under us and still select them.
Ah, okay. All right, so you have Bard Songed, you have moved, you have one action remaining.
All right. Well, since now that I know I don't think I'm going to move. I think I'm just going to I'm going to smack the heck out of it.
Oh, so you're not going to move.
I'm not going to move, no.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
might as well just,
make an attempt to smack the heck out of it. That is a strategic move.
I'm pretty sure Patton once said, "When in doubt, smack the heck out of it."
When in doubt, smack
When
it
in
out.
doubt.
All right. So I'm going
Nope.
to take my battle loot after singing jitterbug
Oh.
and try to attack it. It's not.
You swing, and you just essentially manage to accomplish embedding your hand for a moment in the swarm.
Icky.
Yeah.
Hate
No,
that.
thank you.
Gross.
It's like trying to crush a ball in a ball pit with a sledgehammer. You just hit the floor.
Icky.
That brings us then to Avi Avi.
Oh, didn't I have another?
Yeah, you still have one more action.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, because you
didn't have
did
another
move.
attack.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it again.
Hey, better. Well, wait, that's attack number 1 still.
So we'll just -5 from that is 6. So the swarm just parts this time.
Ugh.
They start not touching me.
Now it's Avi Avi's turn.
Okay. Y'all see Avi reach into a little pouch, get a little bundle of what looks like dried flower petals, and she taps a wax rune on it. And I would like to cast Needle of Vengeance. Hopefully it's not immune to
Ooh, that's a new one.
mental effects. It doesn't. I don't know why it has an attack roll because it's not.
That
An
is
attack.
just the way the spell is programmed. I will unprogram it correctly.
All
That's
right.
fair.
Will save, you say?
So anytime he jabs, I'm gonna say Igura, which
Me and
I
my
think-
Eidolon are technically different targets for your spell.
interesting. Then I will say Gamma.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's immune.
Here's the thing. Under immunities, it says Swarm Mind.
Then it doesn't work.
You reach out with your magic, and unfortunately, you just get like the impression of like shifting sands. You can't pick out one mind in amongst this storm to focus on.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And it also feels creepy, like there's crawling legs inside your head for a second.
Icky.
Okay.
Yeah, don't like that.
Well, then I think I am going to take one action to like hop up onto this table and duck around some of these bowls, and then I am gonna cast Shield as my last action.
Benji, you up?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it to use Expansive Spell Strike. So I'd be basically putting Burning Hands into a card, throw the card at the group, and if the card hits, Burning Hands goes off through the card.
God, I hope this is your card.
Yeah. Did you choose this card? Please say yes. So you know what? Let's play around. Let's do that. So
You've
I'm going to use.
activated my trap card.
You've activated my please go home card. You're scurry. I'm gonna put Burning Hands into a card, and I'm gonna throw it at the swarm.
Okay, so that will be now. Is this as part of a spell strike?
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
2 actions, and make your attack roll to hit with the spell.
Okay, here goes nothing.
As a reminder, you all do have a hero point,
17.
and unfortunately, that just misses.
Oh.
Even with even with Bart's.
Oh no!
Bard
With
Song.
Bard Song,
Oh,
thank
yes,
you.
Bard Song.
Bard Song, that will just hit then.
Ophelia, you are my favorite person right now. Okay, cool.
What do you say,
So-
man?
That's gonna do 1d4 damage. I guess let's do that.
Now, is this an area of effect spell?
It is.
Ah.
Oh, I messed up the throwing card thing. It didn't. Well, it's doing damage now. So it's going to take 2 damage from the card. And
Okay,
then they need to make for me a reflex save, I believe, based off my DC.
Which is?
Sorry, my character shoots all over the place, and so am I.
No
Should be
worries.
18.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Spell.
Unfortunately, the swarm is very nimble.
Yeah.
They succeed, but not critically, so they all should take half.
Yes, half indeed. It's not on my list, so I will roll the damage. It should be 2d6. I'll take half of that. See, /roll 2d6 plus 1.
Huh.
They take half of 7. Oh, buddy.
So 3.
But
Yep.
it is area damage.
Yes. So they, in fact, take an additional 5. So that's 8 plus the 2 from the actual strike. So that is a nice 10.
worth it. In my last blah, 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 that's got a word. With my last action, I'm going to drop into a arcane stance, arcane cascade. I think that's a one action thing.
Hmm.
And then
Magic reload.
Yeah. It's kind of like you activated my trap card. Now here's the buff that I get for it. So.
All right. Now we move on to the centipede swarm's turn.
Yep.
And as Will predicted, the centipede is going to just move onto the two squishier looking people because Igor looks like it has a thick hide. So just it doesn't so much move over the counters as it just sort of separates briefly and swarms up and around and through and under, and then just starts climbing all over Ophelia and Benji. So it is going to do a swarming bite.
Icky.
Each enemy in the swarm space takes 3 piercing damage. Basic reflex save, please.
Reflex.
Yep.
Yes.
Reflex save. If you get a 30 or a natural 20, you don't take any damage.
Okay. We'll have a +8 on this. So fingers
28?
crossed.
That's a nat
Natural 20.
That's not
Oh!
Hell yeah! Hit that. There we go.
Wow.
20. Wow.
Wow.
Benji, unfortunately.
13?
So yeah, no.
13, yeah.
So Benji's going to take the 3 damage, and I'm also then going to need the fortitude save as you feel something burning in the points where it bites you.
Oh no. All right. I get a plus to this because of the
+3 because of the anti-venom.
Okay, so what do I roll? +3.
+4.
+4. Oh, that's 27.
Bard Song doesn't help against fort saves.
Yeah.
Bard Song, the only save Bard Song actually helps for is fear.
Fear.
It's good. It's not that good.
But I still with the
Yeah.
sweet lotion I have 26 fortitude save.
Sweet
Yeah,
ocean.
I think you just resist completely.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, you managed to fight that off. But here's the great thing. It's just going to do swarming bites for its 3rd action, and it doesn't get any sort of negatives because it's
Nope.
not an attack.
Icky.
So another reflex save from both of you.
Okay.
Icky.
All right, please don't
Ophelia is just dancing like, no, please don't touch me. No.
Well,
no.
it's a basic
Okay,
save, so Ophelia will still take
I
half.
want to call BS to the roll
Not
20
fair.
RNGesus because that's 2 12s in the reflex in a row with a break in the middle. I call shenanigans.
That's fair.
But it's still a 12 or 13, so it's what it is.
So another 5 damage to Benji and another fort save.
I don't like it. Sun's getting real low. Okay. Oh, and there's a crit.
Natural 20. Although Ophelia will
Nice.
also have to make a fort save because it's a basic save, so she'll still take 2 points of damage.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't a crit save. So Ophelia, you're going to take 2 points of damage, and you're going to have to make a fort save.
Fortitude. Okay.
Ooh, all right.
You're
so
a boy.
Benji is
You're a
good.
boy.
Benji's too good of a boy for the poison to take hold.
That's right.
Ophelia, you can roll again with your hero point.
Joni.
Ah, yes. And thanks to the anti-venom, you pass. All right, and that is the entirety of the centipede swarm's turn because it moved and did 2 bites as it crawls. And one's going up your pant leg, Benji.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I mean, you're gonna like it even less in a minute.
Dog shaky.
Oh,
Dog shaky. Dog
I
shaky.
do not care for that.
Igora,
Uh,
as your friends are now would appear to be more centipede than person now.
Yeah. Benji, Ophelia, y'all might want to like hop onto like one of these tables here. I'm just going to stride over to there, I believe. Is what I can
You just
do.
nopes on out of there.
Yes. I'm going to stride over to there. And then I too am actually going to use a cantrip. I'm not going to have Gamma attack this time because I can cast Scatter Scree.
What is even that?
It's from Secrets of Magic, but it's an area spell. It's an area of effect cantrip.
Mr. Scree.
So I need it to
Sketch.
make me
So fun.
a reflex
Reflex?
save as I make a bunch of like rocks and stuff. Make this like one square in their top left a difficult terrain.
27.
Not a critical success, but still success. So
No.
it'll take half. So it'll take 2 plus the area of effect damage.
So for a total of 7.
Yeah.
Bad, not bad.
Hold on.
So I did that. And yes, it's 2 5-foot cubes. So I'm just going to say, Matt, that I'm just going to put him right there.
Okay.
Right there. And right there. This way my friends have a non-difficult terrain space that they can run out of. Right over
Okay.
here.
Speaking of your friends, Ophelia, it is your turn.
I'm gonna maintain
Oh, one's in your hair.
jitterbugging. I glare at it.
It clicks aggressively at you.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it
You
so
do not care
much.
for
Oh,
that.
I do not care for
For a
that.
second, it's
We're
almost
going
like
to-
someone's combing your hair with a really nice, firm thing
Mm-mm.
comb, but then the
Mm-mm.
comb things start to move and wriggle.
Nope.
Mhm.
We are going to cast shield on Benji,
Thank you.
and then we are going to.
Can you use shield on someone else?
I was just.
Can you only use it on yourself?
It's only on
Yes.
yourself.
Boo! We're gonna cast shield on me.
Look, I can never die if you always heal me when the fight's over. So do what you gotta do.
Gotcha.
Gama has
and
a spell
then-
for that now, actually.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah.
You'll see.
Hopefully you won't.
Alright, and then we are going to attempt to. Pull some shit that we saw happen last time we had a big fight. So
Ooh.
we're gonna try to make this thing a little unlucky.
Oh.
Oh.
Turning. You've used my ill luck against me. Bravo.
How the tables
Possibly.
have tables.
Now,
How the tables have tabled.
How the turntables have table turned.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Here on tabletop rolls.
Here
Yeah,
on tabletop rolls, the
Tables have rolled.
Table top roll.
You were going to say something, Will,
Unfortunately, this will not affect their attacks on you.
because it doesn't actually make an attack roll. It's just
Ah, it just
You just-
exists.
it's just
Yeah.
all over you.
icky.
That's right, because it's just a basic reflex save, not really a strike. Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
It's less almost of a creature as just a moving hazard
yeah.
I hate that.
with hit points.
Hmm.
There are plenty of snapped and smushed centipedes on the ground right now.
It's gross. All right, so
Very gross. They smell terrible,
Oh god, they smell. Oh,
You love to hear
like
it.
rotting onions.
oh god. Okay. So then I guess instead of that, or did it and
No.
it's done.
I'll let you not take that.
Okay. We're gonna smack again.
Okay.
So just
Yeah, we're still learning.
in our
this
hair.
stuff.
Just come on. We hate that. 20 more.
That will hit solidly. You managed to catch a particularly big one that looks like it was about to leap right up your nose, and you just no, squish.
Nice.
You do nice 4 damage to it.
Isn't that 5 damage with Bard Song?
Ah, that's a good point. Thank you. That's the other half of being a bard. Constantly reminding people that bard song is in effect.
It's why I stopped playing characters that buff, because I hated having to be like, don't forget about the +1 I give you for guidance, and I just couldn't do it anymore.
See, I like doing that because I'm a horrible pedant, and I just like reminding people. Oh, actually.
Actually.
Do you pay the one?
Actually.
Do you
Well,
pay the
actually.
So that you still have 1 action left, Ophelia. You can make a second attack by pressing the number 2 if you want.
Oh, I thought. Well, I shielded myself and then I.
Oh yeah, sorry. You shield, you barded,
I
and
shielded,
you
I
smacked.
barded, and then I smacked.
Well
Nice
done.
one.
All right, we are moving on to Avi Avi, who's dancing on tables.
She is hiding on tables.
Actually, give me a quick perception check.
Sure. 22.
23.
As you're standing up on the table, you hear like kind of a metal swinging sound, and you look up, and there's the kitchen assistant clinging to like a chandelier in terror.
No, that's smart. No,
And she's
he's
like,
he's got the right
"Hi."
idea.
Hello. We're gonna swing.
I tried
from
throwing
the
paprika at them. It didn't help.
I did not help. I
did
think it just
not.
made them angry.
It's very possible. I'm sorry.
No, you're totally fine. I completely understand. This is a very scary situation.
I was going to use the cinnamon, but we have so little.
So, fun fact. On this last level up, I did learn a cantrip that deals splash damage. Second fun fact, I didn't prepare it. So
Me too. Was it acid splash? Because that was mine.
it was acid splash.
Oh my god, get out.
Magic Missile and Phantom Pain will be similarly useless against these. So I think I will just electric art them.
Oh,
What?
Actually, quick question. Do we have a damage type for the battle loot? Is it bludgeoning?
It's bludgeoning.
Budgeting.
So I'm giving myself 5 hit points back.
Are
It has
they
resistance to
going
bludgeoning.
Wow.
Well,
No way.
Wow.
actually, you know what? They don't have. Maybe Magic Missile isn't useless. I will maybe just do a 3-action Magic Missile with Bard Song. That's a 5 for the first one.
So
and I
a
think I'm
6.
so a 6, and then I think I'm rolling 2 more d4
Yep.
plus 2.
Just click the spell twice more and it'll.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 8 plus 6. That's almost max damage. Goodness gracious. 14.
So hold on. So the first one was 6, and the second one becomes 3, so that's 9. And then the last one becomes 5, so that is 14 total.
Plus Bard
Yeah.
Song.
That's what we did that.
We were doing the Bard song. And that is actually enough. You kind of just concentrate, and I imagine just because they're so small, in a way, you kind of almost picture shooting your magic missile through like a strainer or a colander, and it shoots it even smaller little magic missiles, and they just pew, 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 like tiny homing missiles, and they just burst all of these centipedes. And you manage to take them down, but you do also cover Benji and Ophelia in a lot of bug goop.
Oh, I'm really sorry about the
They're just
bug
popping
goop.
all over you like weird living squibs. Or whatever you call them.
I make a point to scrape some goo into a container and then press to digitate Ophelia.
That prestidigitate
there are
myself.
there are a number of centipedes still alive, but they seem to have lost the fight, and they just scurry into like nooks and crannies and disappear.
Can we try to catch one?
If someone wants to give me like a reflex save, in fact, everyone give me a reflex save to try and grab a centipede.
Okay.
23.
Squish it.
We're
I
going through
squish
good.
the one I catch.
You know what? I'm gonna say, Igor is the first one you, and the second one Gamma.
Well, the first one's Gamma, the second one's me. I'm not confident at physical things.
You're tongue-tied.
So everyone but Igor actually manages to grab a centipede, and you can jam them into another one of your baskets.
Good job,
Yep.
Gamma.
Put that motherfucker in a basket.
Yeah.
As long as it's not the same basket as the wood beetle, because I have a sneaking suspicion
They would
that
eat
those
them.
two would not pair well.
All right, so yeah, you guys have solved the, as Will would put it, centipede swarm puzzle.
Yeah.
Icky.
Benji,
The
how bad
answer-
is it?
Answer was not to die.
Yes, no, the answer was violence.
Yeah.
No.
How,
The
Oh.
violence is a question. The answer is always yes.
Yeah, Benji, how bad are you looking?
on a scale of 1 to 20, I'm about a solid 12.
Oh, okay, here. Let's take 10 minutes. Gamma's going to get some guck out from one of their stomachs as they cast Healing Plaster.
Oh.
Avi is gonna refocus as to not pay attention to that.
In the,
Benna
yeah, same.
immediately starts trying to make you guys some nice soothing mint tea.
Oh, I would love some mint tea.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
no.
Like, I don't know if it actually has any healing properties, but I'm terribly grateful.
It heals my
Okay.
my
so that's a
spirit,
succeed.
and that's arguably just as important, if not more important.
Ophelia's like brushing her hair and like trying
get
to
11 hit
fix her
points back.
makeup.
Our boy Benji is 100% just using his tongue to lick his snout, get all the stuff off. Just like, and he's like,
It's not as bad as the stuff we had in the jungle. It's not great, but it's free food.
And then the aftertaste hits you.
And then Igor just comes
It's
up with
very
like their
spicy.
hands covered in gama mud and starts like plastering it onto Benji's wounds.
I love you said it was spicy, and I'm just imagining me going, why is it so spicy?
Make sure to heal 11, Benji.
Thank you. I'm back to full HP.
In pretty quick order, though, the rest of the kitchen staff kind of pokes their head in after hearing noise and then no noise. And seeing things are back under control, seemingly, they sort of leap into action because they're late on lunch. They need to get people's lunches ready.
Do you have any more mangoes left?
Oh, Lumacy offers you more mangoes than you can hold because you are a tiny creature. And she tries to give you all, like, the big grandmotherly hug, except she's fit enough that she almost picks you all up off the ground.
Oh,
Nice.
excellent.
Ophelia, do you need to get touched up at all?
No, I should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys managed to avoid getting poisoned with more stuff.
Yeah, gross.
As you do.
It's a jungle, man. There's dangerous stuff out here.
Yeah, Lord Jungle would let me know that if I thought to do that.
The jungle is
But
not
I
all
didn't.
fun and games.
No. But welcome to the jungle anyway.
Avi gratefully drinks her mint tea with her mango slices. She's in such a happy place.
She-
Sounds so good.
She actually comes over and has this little pot with a little stick sticking of it. You want some drizzled honey on that?
I would love some drizzled honey on
Here's
that.
here's a secret for you. I have a few hives of actual bees up on the roof. I make my own honey.
So it's fresh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All ethically sourced, of course. The bees are tended to very carefully.
Oh, of course. I would expect nothing less from you.
Oh, you.
Well,
So yeah, you guys have you fixed up the kitchen right. And if you guys ever want to brag about it, I'm sure people will be very grateful to have their food back on the table.
Benji, if we ever do get a break, I do know a lovely sort of river cruise that goes to the jungle. It's a really good time.
If Tizenwe, Strands of Glowing Dawn, or Ignacy are the dining hall, I might mention a bit more loudly than is necessary that I
Give
feel
me a
really
perception
good about
check.
that fight.
So just to give you all a heads up, I'm making date night notes, and I just put moonlit night with mint tea, mango, fresh warm honey, and some crumbled cheese.
Mint and mango is actually a really good combination. Mango with
It
sweet
is.
and condensed milk with mango.
Are we
or
talking
mint.
about mango sticky rice?
It took us a whole hour
yes.
and 24
So
minutes
good.
tonight to talk about food.
It's actually a record.
That's a record.
Yeah, just a 16.
You just see
What are-
Shazere, unfortunately,
Oh wait, what are we perceiving?
and he just
I
kind of
wanted to
stumbles
s-
in.
I wanted to see if either of the two students we know from the Emerald Bows were in the room, so maybe I could brag to them and increase our reputation with them.
Because their
they-
reputation with you guys is a little.
Oh right. A 17 and an 18?
right.
18?
It just looks like of all your dorm mates, only Shazere is here, and he doesn't even seem to be aware that there was a problem.
That's
He just
fair.
kind of stumbles in. I need some fried food.
Fresh bread or maybe carbs.
You poor hungover Shazari.
Hold on. I think what you should get is a nice big chunk of meat and some bread, and some something heavy to drink, like coffee, but mixed with some oatmeal. Yeah.
He kind of just suddenly just kind of grips the sides of your face and kind of mushes you up like, you have very soft fur. It feels so nice on my hands.
Have you had a long day, Chisere?
Is Shazari hungover?
Let's just say sometimes self-experimentation doesn't go super well.
Oh, what were you experimenting with?
A new brew? It looked so clear and refreshing, but it kind of hit like an amble or something. I don't know.
Here,
Hmm?
Shazari.
Oh, yeah.
Hand him
Sometimes
some bread.
Oh,
sometimes
Shazari?
fire comes in the shape
I'm
of
just kidding. He
flames.
just kind of bundles
Sometimes
it
the
up in his
shape of
arms.
water.
And like, I'm just gonna be in the corner for a bit,
I walk over
where the
to
sun
Shazari.
isn't so present.
I hand them like a little bottle. It's like, here, drink this hangover cure.
Will it kill me?
Well, let's find out.
14?
14 to treat
I
poison.
don't know if Bard Song applies to this.
Well, guidance could though.
Retroactive guidance.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want a little.
He looks like he will take it, but he does just retreat to his corner to nurse his head. It seems walking here took a little out of it.
I think it's a +4 bonus or a +2 bonus to their save against the poison. So you know.
So yeah, you guys have completed 2 out of your 3 objectives for the bug problems.
That's
Eventually
literally
I'll
what
get
this
a
section
spell
is
that
called.
lets me literally pull the poison out of someone and then use it on my own strikes. A walking hangover
Fun.
cure.
I like the idea that you're going to hit something and then get it drunk in
Oh.
combat.
With a hangover.
Drunken fist?
Before you guys leave, Lumase comes running after you and she's like, I wanted to, other than just the food, because that's already my job to give you, I wanted to thank you all, and I have a little something for you. In addition to my usual culinary habits, I do a little bit of medicinal brewing on the side. So she gives you guys a lemon-flavored potion of water breathing and
Oh.
2 cat's eye elixirs you can catch the faintest hint of cinnamon.
Nice.
Alrighty.
So cat's eye potions.
2 cat's
and-
eyes elixirs and a potion of water breathing,
Interesting.
It's lemon flavor.
which doesn't sound like it would be super useful, but when you do need it, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lemons.
Making
Well, when
notes.
life gives you lemons, ask if they've got any grapes.
When
Yeah.
life gives you lemons, make sure there's no lemon stealing whores around.
I was going to say, don't make lemonade. Just give the lemons back. Demand to see life's manager.
I'm writing lemon flavored in the traits.
I just love that you did the Cape Johnson monologue about when life gives you lemons. Screw the lemons.
I'm going to have my engineers create a flammable lemon that's going to burn your house down.
As it occurs to me, did we ever make like a party loot list handout? No, we didn't. I got it.
I think we did. I was waiting for one of you to declare yourselves the treasurer.
Ah.
Much like Benji, I have the attention span of a small dog, so I don't really know.
Cocker
about-
Spaniel.
Yeah.
I don't like carrying things. So
Party
Sky?
loot. There you go.
All right, yeah. The last assignment is the near the speakers stage, which you guys are somewhat familiar. I'm going to move the campus map back on. Boop. And boop.
in the middle.
Gonna
Yeah.
go right here.
You guys actually did sort of do this in sort of order too.
Yeah.
Closest to closest. All right.
It's 'cause we're cool.
You did very
So-
good.
Let me just a little bit description here. The west end of the island, upon which the Magambia was built, extends into the canal on an artificial island. Several large stone basins form a ring around a grand stage on top of this artificial island, magically illuminating it. The speaker stage was designed as a place where representatives of the school can make pronouncements to Nantambo, but just as often, Magambia students use it to put on concerts, plays, or other performances. By tradition, these performances must always be free of charge, and they're quite popular in Nantambu, even the more amateurish ones. So people literally will line up on the banks on the other sides of the river to watch the shows on this stage.
Oh, cool.
Um,
We could do like a
when you get there, you do notice that the particular bug problem here is that there are delicate water striders crowding around the island. You know, like the little bugs that somehow manage to just skate on top of the water. There just seems to be a lot of them, and they're a little larger than usual. They seem agitated and probably a little difficult to catch because they're flying around so much.
If frogs could visibly drool, you would see me doing so.
Anyone who wants to try and catch one of these, you will need to make me a nature, survival, or thievery check.
What if they can't see what's grabbing them?
It's still sort of a matter of skill.
Damn it.
Nature.
You said
Thievery is my best choice.
thievery?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god, another nat 20 from Ophelia.
Here,
Sister Day.
Really hate bugs.
Thank God someone's
No.
critting because I got a 2 + 8.
As a note, while you guys are doing this, you do actually notice that there is a crowd of people who are sort of like gathered on the other bank. And they seem to be kind of waiting to see if you guys are putting on a show or anything.
Can I, because Igura is very much useless in this situation.
Same.
Can Igura kind of like go towards like the edge and like make a sort of like show out of us trying to capture this, like turn them into a comedy show and be like, man,
Anyone who wants can give me a performance check.
I
to
don't
delight
want
the
to.
crowd.
I don't want to do a comedy routine, but I will do a dance routine.
I'm going to
Yeah.
use my hero point on that.
I'm gonna
There we
I'm
go,
gonna do
that's
my
better.
performance check with a +1 because of my level 2 skill feat. So this is
13.
going to be what? Are you? Come on, that's just
Oh, Benji. Chat, does anyone want to give poor old good boy Benji a hero point?
it's okay. I don't. It's sometimes it's not your. Sometimes it's no bones day. Let's be honest. Sometimes the roll's got no
Sometimes it's a
bones.
no bones day.
Sometimes it is a no bones day.
How does
Anchorroot took them all.
Karoo to them all.
Oh,
Oh,
Squishy.
squishy coming through.
squishy.
Come on, Benji, you got some squishy werewolf
Come on,
love.
Benji.
Okay.
Do it, pave the way, put your back into it, tell us why.
How bad would it be if it was
Somehow.
like, oh, there you go, that's nice.
It's better.
It's better. It's better than that one.
Eh,
It is
It's-
unfortunately
12.
not a success.
Yeah.
But you guys
It's a
did
comedy show.
you guys do give a successful performance, and you actually hear some particularly noticeable loud clapping, and you look up, and a very finely dressed man kind of steps out from the crowd with a big smile on his face, and he just looks like he loved the show you guys gave on. He kind of puts his hands up to his mouth to project across the canal. Actually, if anyone wants, you can do a society check to try and recognize this man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would
All
like to
yours,
roll a
team.
good roll.
Oh, Benji, I'm so sorry.
Actually, that's all you
Aye.
needed.
Oh,
Benji
Why?
succeeds. You actually recognize this man. You've seen his face on like a poster, Benji. This is a man by the name of Asanda. He is one of the 11 magistrate mayors who governs Nantambu.
Oh.
He's
Damn.
one of the 11 most important people in the city, practically. And it's kind of hard to make out what he's saying because he is shouting from a distance, but he just seems like he needed this. This was just the thing he needed in the middle of a stressful day to watch a little comedy sketch. So he kind of asks you guys to wait, and he takes a book out of his coat, rips a page out, and then carefully folds it into like a little paper boat.
Oh no.
He puts something in the boat and pushes it across the river to you guys.
Okay.
Have my unseen servant
Yep.
pick it up.
And it floats up in the air, and he's like, "Oh, delightful, delightful." And inside, you guys find a chest feather token.
Ooh.
Just
He
for
was
the-
so delighted with you, and he just waves a big hand. He's like, "Oh, I hope to catch another impromptu performance."
Let's see.
And he leaves, and you see a bunch of people actually follow him. Like you realize, oh, a bunch of these people may have been his staff.
Groupies.
Well, he's a big time politician in the city, so he's probably got people following him around taking notes at all times of the day.
Oh wow,
Hmm.
that's
Oh,
cool.
it's like a little portable chest.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
You pop down the token, it turns to a chest. You can put stuff in it, and it turns back into a token, and then you can
Pop
go.
it down again, and it turns into a chest permanently.
Well, now we could put all the stuff in there now.
Yeah.
This is like a bag I can actually carry.
Granted, it does only work once, so just keep that in mind.
Oh,
So if you ever need
never
to maybe
mind.
hide something from someone, maybe.
Yeah. Or like you need a very cheap bag of holding for like one mission.
All right.
I mean, I could probably fit in the chest if we ever needed to hide me.
So you
I
guys
think we
did
can
it.
hide you pretty easy.
You managed to collect your 3 different types of insects. You did well.
Nice.
No one died. You managed to impress a local politician.
Yeah, let's...
Yeah, you stopped the beetles from ruining the poor Leshies. And who knows when that tournament's going to happen? Who knows?
Yeah, let's go head back and report
Star
to the
Day
teacher.
tournament.
Yeah, and we can go talk to teacher Ulawa, and maybe she'll be excited that we got all of our stuff real quick.
She told us to wash up before we came back.
That's true. That's true. I prestidigitate everyone really quickly.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, well, that's pretty easy then. Yeah. So yeah, you guys return to Corday's office with all the insect samples. She seems a little impatient for a report. When you recount the insect's strange behavior, her face gets increasingly more like frowny. She does note that your findings might indicate a larger problem, but she says she will look into it. You know, it's probably a little more complex than you guys are prepared to handle at this level of your education. She does seem to be genuine when she thanks you for your help, though. And she points to like a couple terrariums on the side, and she asks you to put the the bugs in there. Though she does snidely comment, don't, obviously put the centipedes with, the poor river bugs. They won't last a minute.
Oh God, no, of course not.
So yeah, you guys have accomplished that, and she's like, "Thank you. I'm done with you now."
All right, have a good
It
night.
was nice meeting you.
Yes, yes.
Bye.
She seems to bury her nose in some more scrolls. Yeah. So you guys have the remainder of the day is yours. Is there anything else you wanted to accomplish around campus? The sun is slow. It's on the far end of noon now. The sun is slowly starting to fall out of the sky.
What's
I
our-
oh no, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you go.
Oh, okay. Make it quick. Is there any tailors around? Because I realized something. I wore my one magician suit to the graduation ceremony where I was slaughtered to death, to a dying state. So I imagine there'd be some holes in that bad boy if someone could fix it.
I
Hold it
do,
up. Yeah, put my finger through there.
Yeah.
I have mending. I would say
Oh.
at some point in the last month or two,
Oh,
I could have prepared and used mending for you.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Students helping students, making some friends.
I suppose if not, then I guess I don't have anything else. Zoe, was your? Oh my God, is that the magic?
Delightful.
This is
Delightful.
the magic outfit.
It's hard to wear a hat with headphones,
my
isn't
It
it?
really
That's
is.
lovely.
But I even included the flowers that Ophelia made for Benji.
Oh my
Aw.
God.
I want to see what our favorite Kiara is up to today.
Yep.
Give me a diplomacy check just to ask around for Kiara.
16.
You find out where Kiara is, but in a way, she is inaccessible. She is taking a bath in the bathroom, and there's a little sign on the door, "Please do not disturb," in very flowery script, and the smell of like wildflowers is coming from under the door. Shizeri, coming back to the dorm room looking much better, says, "Yes, don't pay it in mind. I don't know. It's kind of weird. She, goes swimming and everything out just in the canals, but she always seems very particular about her baths. She never wants anyone even entering when she's doing. I tried to get some towels once, and she threw something at me, which she doesn't do often. She always seems very, gentle and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm so curious about what she's doing in there, but I'm gonna be respectful.
Yeah, I mean, she's taking a bath, guys.
Yeah, yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah, I know. If she's a sus person, then that would be when she's most sus. Just saying.
That's true.
I
Up to you.
just-
Up to you.
You guys have never heard the myth of Mesulin, have you?
No, should we have?
It's an old European folk tale about a beautiful woman like married to a lord, and she only ever had one rule that her husband could never look at her when she was bathing. Turns out because she was a crazy dragon serpent thing.
Oh.
See, that's what I was going to say. Like, we're not quite sure, like, what her ancestry is or what her physical deal is. So I think the answer to that is in the bath right now. Maybe she's just.
That's why I'm curious.
I don't have any invisibility spells. I can true strike someone myself. I can true strike myself.
Are we doing that part of the bathhouse episode? Climb over the wall to the mixed bathing.
I was thinking about that, but I don't think we're ready for a Hot Springs episode just yet.
Oh my god. What about a beach episode?
I will try and do at least one of those at some point. I imagine the Expanse probably has some magnificent beaches.
Oh yeah, totally.
Just not near the eternal hurricane. That would be pleasant.
That's terrible. Avi, did you have anything you wanted to do?
Nothing in particular, I guess. I mean, maybe if Anchor Root's available, I'd be nice to meet her familiar, but I guess she never really confirmed that it was her familiar. Have I seen, Matt, anyone else on campus with a familiar?
You've seen a few people with animals. You're not entirely sure if they were magical necessarily, though there have also been very rare sightings of the occasional people like one of your dorm mates with very strange, like, combination animals.
Combination animals?
Like, at one point, you swear you saw someone with, like, a turtle floating over their shoulder with little, like, wings gently fluttering in the air as its legs just hung.
Gotcha.
But you kind of blinked and then it was sort of gone, and so the person was gone. You're like, did I imagine that?
It was
But of our like named dorm mates,
No, only the two seem to have like a familiar,
the two.
like Anchor Root and the one person who was dancing when you met them. Hold on, let me just check
Is that our
her name again.
Snabble friend?
Yes, the Snabble.
Snabble friend, so that would be
Noxolo.
Yes, Noxolo.
She's actually one of your classmates, Benji, in the Ujanjati.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Benji, we picked both of the same classes.
Oh yes, so I guess she's your classmate too.
Great. That's wonderful. We can tell magical stories together.
Absolutely.
And
for
wonder
sure.
what exactly a Snabble is, being a mix between a crocodile and a bear cub.
Adorable is what it is.
And it likes to dance.
And snappy.
I doubt it. You can actually look it up. I doubt it's a real thing.
I'm gonna putting up Snapple Pathfinder. It's just telling me how to grapple something and about teas. That's it.
Snapple Pap. How about Igora? Anything on the
Igor would probably spend the rest of the day
Anything to
at
do?
the sparring field at that point.
sparring field? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, I guess I would want to go
Yeah.
see what is
You
going on.
though, just on the subject of the sparring field, you do run into Habram there.
Oh, Abram.
And he's doing his recreational combat stuff.
Yeah, I'll jump in with them and we'll get a fight going.
Yeah.
Abram's the hot dwarf, the hot stage combat dwarf.
And you do actually see, to your surprise there, Will, kind of sitting off to the side, obviously sort of having had her turn already, Essie.
Yeah, no, that seems about right.
though she still seems kind of impeccably put together. Kind of like the person who, has a specific outfit set aside for working out, but is always still very clean looking.
Well, while Igara's fighting and practicing with Gamma, they're visibly noticing that like every now and then they're leaving like a flank open. And you just kind of see them calculating like, okay, if I had another thing there, that could help. Yeah. That's just some foreshadowing for a future choice Igor is going to be making.
Nice.
Oh, well.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry I interrupted someone.
Well, I don't think so.
No, that was it.
Well, no, I think Ophelia was going to say something.
Well, if anything, I would go want to go help in the kitchen, just do some baking for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's the same day, the chef's like, oh, no, and they kind of like fuss you out to a table and start bringing you all sorts of treats and stuff like, we will not hear of it, not today at least. You are the lady of the hour. They bring you out some specially made like little dainties and stuff. You taste test a few things.
I make a point to ask them how they made them because that's why I came there. That's what's most important to me.
Oh, well, if you stick around later today when things quiet down after the lunch rush, I'd be happy to sit and share a cup of tea and we can discuss it.
Yes, please, that sounds delightful.
So, if you have any recipes yourself, I'd love to do a trade.
Oh, definitely. My family has a really good mushroom soup or a good
That sounds amazing.
carrot cake.
Ooh. So yeah, you guys pass the rest of the day. Ophelia, that night, as you're kind of laying down to sleep, you kind of remember the sensation that you got when you tried to use your kind of mental spell on the centipedes. And as you're kind of lying there, you have sort of like almost like, like a sensory kind of deprivation sensation where you feel like, oh yeah, I'm just calmly sleeping and, it's just all calm. I'm just in kind of in a void. There's nothing. But then sort of like behind and below you, you just hear scratching. And it seems like it's coming from far away, but there's like a lot of it. And then you just kind of wake up the next morning.
Can I look for the fucking centipede?
Where's the
before I go
chicken?
to bed?
Where's the chicken?
If you want to wake up and kind of look around the room.
Get the fucking chicken in my room right now.
Yeah, no.
No,
I wasn't
actually-
even going. Yeah. We'll get the.
You get up. You kind of get up in bed, and there's you realize there's someone in your room. And you look over, and standing on top of your desk is a large black rooster. And in its mouth is a struggling centipede and then the rooster twitches and the centipede goes limp. And it just looks at you, jumps down off the desk, walks calmly over to the door, pulls the door open with its beak, still got the centipede in there, looks back at you, and then just leaves your room.
When I'm able to bring this thing into battle soon, you're making it seem much more competent than it will end up being.
Oh, don't worry, Will. It gets all the villain points.
Okay. Good.
Don't quote me on that.
Is this like
More villain points.
I'm writing that down.
is this
Turns
like,
out the rooster was my player character all along.
I was gonna say, is this like Charizard in Pokemon where it's like very powerful, but he's constantly just like dunking on Ash the whole time?
Oh boy,
I
chat.
made a
damn
dick
it.
joke in Matt's campaign, and now the chicken's gonna be the most powerful thing in it.
It's going to become an animal companion.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the Grand Bazaar stuff. Like, it's going to become a rideable animal companion. It's going to be great.
Hey, let me tell you, in my show, we have a guy with a badger animal companion. He's a gnome, and the badger's at a level where it grows up, so he can ride the badger into combat if he wants to. The thing's basically a four-legged barbarian, so
You'll love to see it.
just swinging like 2d8s. It's insane.
I'm looking forward to it.
The next morning, though, you guys actually receive another note from another teacher hoping to find some assistance.
Nice.
And this one is from Teacher Ott, actually. He apparently needs some help with some research. And I don't want to get it into too much, but this is going to be an interesting one because you guys are going to be heading to the Tree Stump Library, which has like 9 rooms, and there are all sorts of different things going on there. It's going to be quite the adventure.
Nice. Well, that sounds like a wonderful spot for us to end it this evening.
Probably.
So, thank you all so much for coming down tonight. Don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel, like the League of Amazing Adventurers on Wednesday and the Calling Chronicle on Friday. You can see that lovely dragon plushie in that one. But before we head out, just a reminder to everyone that we are going to be scaling things back a little bit, focusing on the RPG content. I'll do a random stream every now and then, but for now I'd like having a couple nights off. And also, once I get it okayed, we have the 200 follower special coming up. I'm going to keep everyone posted on that.
Ooh.
For our lovely isekai. Our lovely isekai special. But speaking of anime tropes in a tabletop RPG, Karina is online, so we're going to go say hi.
Huzzah!
There.
Hey, my friend Karina.
Since I think almost all of us in this play Genshin. So, thank you all so much for coming. Don't forget to check out other shows, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye!
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, you guys.
Is this a blessing from the world?
Oh, that